a mixture of wheat and weeds. We are living in a time when God is on the move. He is doing things on the earth, but evil is also prevalent on the planet.
Great are you, Lord, and great is your power. You lift up the meek and throw evil down. Lord, let your kingdom come in our hearts, in this nation. Lord, let your kingdom come, be seen by all creation.
Often when something good is happening or about to happen, the enemy does not like it and wants to stop it in its early stages so it doesn't come to fruition. It's like the parable in the book of Matthew chapter 13 where it says, "The kingdom of God is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When the wheat sprouted, the weeds also appeared. They had been growing together for some time, but it took time for it to show up. When the weeds showed up, the servant said, 'Where did these weeds come from? I thought we were growing good stuff. Do you want us to go and pull out the weeds?' But he said, 'No, because while you are pulling out the weeds, you may uproot the wheat because of the entanglement. Don't deal with it in your own strength. While you are attempting to rip out the bad in the wrong timing, you may damage the good that is growing. Let both grow together until the harvest, then rip out the weeds and burn them.'"
Mr. Magic, you bought a ticket to hell. It's not a game you play when you cast that spell. Those mystical powers are a demonic force. When you wave your magic wand, you run a one-way course.
There is a destiny for the evil the enemy has perpetrated. There is a time that it will be dealt with. Timing is very important as much as we like things to be instant. It takes time for us to develop when we have a vision to do something. It takes time for relationships to develop. It takes time to learn how to handle money. Many who win the lottery lose millions in a few short years because they did not learn the skill of managing money. There are also things that you learn from tests and trials. Ecclesiastes 3 says, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven." God has a purpose for your life, but you have to understand the seasons and the timing or you can mess it up. There is a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Do you know the difference in your life? When to hold on, when to let go, maybe letting go of old thinking patterns. Recognize the timing of going through the open door that is set before you.
Only a hungry heart will really find what they're looking for. Only a hungry heart will recognize the open door. Search with all of your heart, and you will find there comes true peace of mind.
God's ways are much higher than we could ever fully understand, but He reveals things to us. And He does it as we need it, in a way that we can understand and follow at the right time. Remember that as we plant good, it does not exempt us from the presence of bad. The enemy corrupts our environment. We must still do good, even if we have to work around the weeds of the enemy. There is coming a day of harvest, and then the weeds will be pulled up and burned. We do war in the spirit, but the enemy cannot stop what God has ordained for your life, your future, your destiny. There will be a fight, but you will win.
I will